In this video, we're just going to go over the basics of Python data types. And essentially, all this is really how you're going to be storing your data while you're writing programs to be able to access it, mutate it, whatever you might want to do with it. And the first thing we're going to go over here is what the type built-in function is. And so, if you're going to print out, say, the type of hello, you'll see that out here in our output it says class str, which is string, and you can just go through and do the exact same thing with the type of something along the lines of just like the number 1. Python, that is also just going to be an integer. So here we have a string and an integer. And these are two really basic data types that you're going to need to know how to use, and we'll be going over them here a little later, as you can see. So the main types we're going to focus as a beginner, I have listed down here. It's just strings, integers, floats, lists, and dictionaries. And down here, we'll create a variable here. We'll just call it my string, and we'll assign it something really basic, just hello world. And from here, you can print out that variable the same way we did it above. My string, and we'll go ahead and run this, and we'll see hello world down here. And from there, strings are immutable, so you can't just like change my string, get like the first letter in there and change it to something like M. You'll see an error here if we try to do something along those lines. It's not going to like that because strings are immutable, so what they are is pretty much what they're going to be. So if you wanted to actually go ahead and change that, you can't just change one letter in it. You just got to reassign the entire variable to what you're thinking. So something like that. See, up here it's hello world, here it's mellow world, which doesn't mean anything, but it's just a slight example of how these strings are going to be immutable. So you can't really change anything within them once they're set unless you completely reassign it. Go down here into integers though, you'll see that it's not the case here. So let's just go to my integer. We'll call it 10. And we can go ahead and print that out. And you'll see, boom, prints out 10. However, if you want to go ahead and change that on the fly, you're welcome to do that. So you can do my integer equals that's fully reassigned. So we'll just do this. We'll do plus equals, which is just going to add 1 to what's already there. And we'll go ahead and we'll print it out again right below. Okay. You'll see we added 11 to that. Down here, floats, which are very similar in the way that they look, but not really in the way that they are. So if we're going to do my float, you'll see that we have a little more precision. So 1.0. 1.0. Print that out. As a type, it may look much like a integer, but if we do the type of my float, you'll see here, it is a float, which means you can have decimal points here. Now, those are really basic. You got, strings, which are just letters, words, integers that are just numbers, and floats that are decimal. But if you want to get into handling larger amounts of data, or organizing data, or categorizing data in different ways, we can create a list. Now in other languages like Java, this will just be called like an array, but in Python, the data type that they have in here is called a list. So we'll go in here, and this is instantiated by having open and closed brackets right here. We can just put a bunch of different things in here. And they don't have to be the same data types. We can have floats, we can have integers, we can have strings. And then, if you want to print this out, we're trying to do something like print list, and I don't know why I call that float, my bad. Let's change that real quick, and we'll be able to print that out. But you'll see it shows us everything. Sometimes you're not actually going to want that, so you can select items from within, starting at 0. So this is going to be 0, this is going to be 1, this is going to be 2. That's its index. So if you print out 0, you're just going to get 1. And there's 1, it's index 1, it's hello. And if you want to print out all of them, you can just do like a for x in I list, that's float, do my list, and print x. You'll see it actually goes through and prints them out one by one. Another thing you can do with lists here, let's just go in and we can set, let's go my list index 0, so the first item, and we want to set that to 2 instead of 1. Down here we can print my list again, and you'll see that since these are mutable, lists are mutable, you're going to be able to see the change happen immediately. So we got 2 here instead of 1. Now here in dictionaries, they're very similar looking to lists, but they're key value separated. So you have a key, which you can just set to like 1, just some sort of identifier, and then the value, you can set it to anything as well, but just that key here would indicate the value of, let's just say, A. So to show that here, I'm going to do my dict, just short for dictionary, and we instantiate that with curly braces, and we'll do the value of key 1, we're going to set as A, just to show the same example that I'm showing above here, and you can call that by printing my dict here. Instead of passing the index that you're passing above here in list, we're going to pass the key, and it'll print out the value. So the key's 1, and we're going to go ahead and see the value come out here as A. And this doesn't have to be in any particular order. You can set this key to 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and if you try to print it here, you'll see a key error for 1, because there is no key 1. There's the key 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 now, still showing the value here of A. So, yeah.